one more last question. It's about family businesses. The statistics are that about 80% of all businesses end up being family businesses. Uh-huh. And you yourself, you were part of a family which founded a business about 100 years ago and ran it successfully for a number of years. And Mekong Capital, as a private equity firm, has also invested in family businesses. What do you feel is that one thing or two things that family businesses could do better so that they can move into the next generation and thereafter in today's world?
I've noticed there's a very big cultural divide between what I would call an entrepreneurial company and a family company. So an entrepreneurial company, especially if you have multiple co-founders, tends to be very performance driven. So they're clear about what results they need, and they're organized around that. And they hire people based on who can deliver those results. And they may fire people based on who's not delivering those results. Whereas the family business culture is very much more about loyalty and trust, not about performance. And it shows up in so many ways, not just the fact that family members are working there, but all the priorities in the company seem to be more about trust and loyalty, who I can trust and to not get cheated or to not lose something. But it's not about who can deliver results. So they don't hire based on that. They don't fire based on that. And they attract a different kind of person. They'll attract people that are more interested to be in a company where, if they're just loyal, that they can build a career that way rather than actually producing great results. So there is a huge cultural gap I have found, and yet I don't know the answer to how to break out of it. I've heard stories of companies that have done it, but the stories are basically remove all family members. So that's what I've heard.
You're pointing to something very insightful, and that is so accurate about entrepreneurial companies founded by several individuals as co-founders. What brings them together as almost like an intention, and even that vision is to produce results and be successful, versus a family business where over time it might be that when the founder started off, he or she was that way. But over time, as the business passes on from generation to generation, what becomes more important is loyalty and trust. And that it's almost in the way of performance and result. It's almost like, you've got to make a trade-off. One of the key things that we've found in our work with family-owned businesses is to create a future for the family first. Like their own vision as a family. What it does is that it allows the family, especially as individuals, family members, as well as the family as a collective, to be able to see that there is a difference between individual aspirations, the business's strategy, as well as the vision for the family to go beyond that generation. When they have awareness about these different roles that they play, it then gives them the ability to zoom out and to look at their business as that one expression of them in the community, but also there are other expressions that they can go out there and fulfill, which gives them the opportunity as well as the permission not to be involved in the business. It's almost like you're disloyal for saying, I don't want to be in the family business. Now you're saying it's okay that we're not involved and we're professionalizing, and it's not about me being disloyal. And I think that's one of the key struggles that they have as well.
We used to have many investments in family businesses, so it wasn't that we didn't try, but they were never really successful. We kept hitting up against the same issues.